Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll be seeing about the external memory, that is RAM and ROM interfacing of 8051 microcontroller. This is under the subject code BEC405A 8051 microcontroller under module 1. Moving inside the video, first we'll be seeing about the external ROM, that is program memory interfacing. So this is the block diagram of the ROM interfacing. So here interfacing external ROM, that is read-only memory. This is the read-only memory. So interfacing external ROM with your 8051 microcontroller is involving some connections connecting the ROM chip to the microcontroller. And also you have to configure the microcontroller to access the ROM for program code. So that is what is done here. Here you can see the ROM block diagram where it has different pins and that is connected across your 8051, and you have some set of instructions across your 8051, say port 0, port 1, port 2, PSEN, ALE, and you have a clock that is being triggered having a latch which has an interfacing connection with the ROM to coordinate the connection between the ROM and the 8051 microcontroller. So here this port 0, it is used for multiplex data and address line. That is, it is given with the lower address, maybe A0 to A7 or D0 to D7. So that is 8-bit address in the initial cycle, initial main cycle. And then higher order data will be given, that is A8 to A15, that can be used as a data bus. Now this 8-bit address will be latched during the, this is what the latch. So it is be latched using the external latch and then ALE signal from the 8051. Now here you can see the port 2 will be providing the higher order address. And then here you can see the PSEN. So PSEN is used to activate the output enable signal for your external ROM or EEPROM. So here this external ROM is used to store the program code that the 8051 will start executing. So to interface the external ROM with your 8051, the corresponding pins of the external ROM chip will be configured. Say configuring PSEN, that is program store enable, and ALE, that is address latch enable signal to properly access the external ROM. So it is going to use some instruction, that is 8051 will use some instruction to move the data to the external ROM. Such instructions are called as move, M-O-V, move. So now if it is move, that is move X, that is instruction to read the complete data from the external ROM. So when it is move X, so you can tell that some data has to be moved. So move X A, comma at DPTR. So you are going to read the data from the external ROM and put it into the accumulator. So DPTR is where the value is being stored. So you are going to directly take the data from DPTR and store it in accumulator. So this is the instruction that has been used for your external ROM interface. Next, we'll be seeing about external RAM data memory interfacing. So this is the block diagram for external RAM interfacing, that is data memory. So here interfacing of external RAM, that is random access memory, with your 8051 microcontroller is involving. So it is having some chips across it. There are n number of pins that is connected across. So you can see here port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3 is being connected, and you have D1 to D7, A1 to A7. So you have all these ports. So now here this port 0 is being connected. It is used for multiplex data and address line as that of your external ROM interfacing. So here this address lines will decode decode using the external latch and clock that has been provided by your 8051. And for port 2, it has been connected to the higher order addresses. So here you can see higher order address, that is A15 or something like that. And you have two pins that you can observe in this RAM alone, RD and WR. So this is reading and writing signal from 8051. This is going to select the memory read and memory write operation respectively. So here external RAM is used for storing the data of 8051 which can manipulate during the program execution. So to interface the external RAM with 8051, this gets connected across the address bus. Address bus is A0 to A7 or A15, or it can be connected to data bus, that is D0 to D7, and also it can be connected to the control signals, that is RD and WR, or it can be ALE, anything. So here it will be connected to the control bus and the corresponding pins will be connected to the external RAM chip. So here configuring the read and write operation properly, it can access the external RAM. So for that you will be using one instruction, that is MOVX. Same here, MOVX will be used, but MOVX a comma add dptr I told you for ROM, that is you're reading the data from the external memory, putting it into the A, that is accumulator, that is reading of data. Now here you have writing of data also. So now ulta MOVX a comma dptr will be made as MOVX at dptr comma A. So now you are writing the data from the accumulator to the external RAM. So you hope you have understood the read and write signal, how it has been generated and which port holds your read and write signal. So these are the two difference between your external ROM and RAM. Hope you have understood the concept. Please stay tuned for more information.